Hi y'all. We have this. We're gonna wrap up the month of July. Okay. I forgot to add up all of my income. Let me do that really quick. I'm back. Seeing these numbers sometimes make me want to cry, but for what I put down for the month of July, my goal was to have no stress. And I really did not have any stress at all. So that is awesome. I did a couple video. I did one video so far about how I've been able to save money on a low income. So if you want to check out that video, I will leave it up in the sky. So that's one thing. We're going to go over my last paycheck here, as well as go over my final numbers, because at this point, we're done for the month. The next time I get paid will be on the 28th, if I even get paid. It's a whole mess, y'all. Whole mess. Yeah, because I was like, I don't know if I'm still working at Kohl's or not, and I haven't picked up any hours at Amazon. So I was just like, yeah, girls, this is a hot mess. But let me turn you guys around. We're going to go over these numbers. They're very low. Once again, this is a low income. I'm working part-time at Kohl's, making $10 an hour, and I do the minimum currently at Amazon, which is at $15 an hour. Now, all I have to do is work at least 3 shifts per month to stay active, but I think I'm going to have to start switching that up and making a little bit more money. I know my goal originally for this month was to make at least $1,500. Did we meet that goal? No, we didn't. Now, also, I have to keep in mind that me trying to apply for Social Security disability, I can't make that much anyways, but at the same time, I'm not trying to use the system, you guys. I really do have a disability if you're just tying in for the first time. I smile a lot. It doesn't mean I'm happy, but I'm just a smiley person regardless of what I'm going through on the inside or outside. It doesn't matter. I always have a smile on my face for the most part. Even when I'm crying, I laugh, I smile. So that's just me and my personality, okay? I know I can't make that much trying to apply, which even without me trying to do anything on my end, I'm not making that much money regardless, okay? So I'm gonna turn you guys around and we'll go over the last paycheck for me, last paycheck of July, and then we'll go over the final numbers. So let's turn you guys around. All right, so here we go. Let's talk about one thing at a time. My last paycheck was $93.93. Out of this paycheck, I did miss 2 days of work. Yikes. So yeah, so that was it. So if you want to just look at the totals between my shifts, which is shifts by Snag-a-Job, Amazon, and Kohl's, we made a total of $804.29. Yes, that's all that we made for the month of July, okay? And then if we include in here the YouTube money, which was a total of $171.18, we made $975.47. Now, I do weekly budgeting videos, so if you would like to see how I did my bills throughout this time frame, please check out those other videos. But we're just going to talk about the ones that are in orange right now. So we have my car payment, which I was like, you know what, I did a $20 cash giveaway, cash giveaway to $10 to two people. And that leaves me with $151.18 from my YouTube money, which I said I was going to go towards bills. So my thing is, it doesn't matter, it's bills regardless. But in my head, I'm like, that allows me to pay on the car. The car is an extra expense at this point. My son doesn't, it's for, the car is for my son, but he doesn't even have his permit yet. He's not old enough. So I got the car early on. So yeah, that's whatever. So that's $246, and I said $151.18 from YouTube income will go towards that. Cell phone bill is $103. Richmond utilities is at $18, and then I break up my rent. The amount that will be left over after other income goes into it, which I don't disclose the other income for personal reasons, is I try to break up the other remaining of like the $450 into equal amounts throughout the 4 weeks. So that's $112.50 for this 1 week. So altogether, not including this 100, or already taking away the $151.18 in my head, I was like, we only have to borrow $328.32. And then we have some variable expenses. So I wasn't going to get any allowance. I'm not filling up any gas in any of the cars. We're doing $50 for groceries, which I've already done part 1 of the grocery haul for this week. So if you want to watch that, that would be the previous video. We have food out, which will go strictly to my Discover credit card because we have been eating out last week. So I just wanted to pay that down a little bit. Maintenance is $25 for Jamez. He's currently at $175 in his maintenance cash envelope for back to school. For the dogs, I said $5, which will go towards the Walmart credit card. Laundry will be $5. House items will be $5, which I said will go towards the Walmart credit card. And then the $20 for fun will go to my Capital One small credit card. So altogether, those variable expenses is $130. So if we add this and this $130, we have to have a total of $458.32. Now we do subtract away from there because we haven't subtracted away the $93.93 from that just yet. So all we have to borrow is $364.39 for week number, as week 4. Week 4. So I made a side note. So just to give you guys a quick overview, last week when I did my budgeting video on the 14th, the $250 for the child tax credit did not come in just yet. So that this previous borrow amount was $616.70. But because I did end up getting it the following day on the 15th, I did just give myself a note that the $200 went towards that. So that brought it down to $416.70 that I needed to borrow. And this one, I just let myself know that the $151.18 from YouTube income was going towards this week as well. So altogether, how much did I need to borrow for bills? Just bills on its own, not including the overpayment for my full-time job, which I have a video of, not including my little oasis, but just the borrowing in the blue for my oh my goodness, for bills. That was $980.37, which is crazy. It is crazy. So I'm still happy that I make, like I said, I know I'm not making a lot of money at Kohl's, or I'm not doing a lot at Amazon, but every little bit helps, because this would have been over close to what? I don't even know how much the total amount would have been, to be honest. I don't know if this number is right here. I would have to double check, but I think it's around $2,000 per month. And that's what I said before. But I think this does kind of includes this, if I am correct. It will be 1,000. I don't know if you guys can see that. $1,984.66. Yeah, that's correct. I do believe it is correct. So this amount plus this amount, it really does help out a lot. Yes, I was able to borrow money. So kind of talking about this, borrowing my money from that 5,000 that we just set aside, that's supposed to last us until the end of August. We only have $313.96 left remaining. So let's talk about that. So let's talk about it. Like, am I really gonna get off or be okay on just borrowing $313.96? Am I? I don't think so. I don't think so. I think I will have to borrow some money or either work a little bit more. I don't want to take away my chances of disability being based on how much income I make. Even though I did get declined, which I do have a video on that, I still have not received the letter just yet. But you guys, wow. Now, I would say we would be okay. We technically would be okay with just borrowing $5,000 for 4 months if I did not have to pay back close to $1,700 towards my full-time job because I owed them money. So we would actually currently have like $2,000 still left over out of the $5,000, which when you think about that, that is not bad at all. Let me know. That's not bad at all. Not bad at all. When you think about it that way. Yeah, because if we have $313 still left and then we borrowed $1,685, that's like $2,000 that we would actually still have left over at the end of the month. So I'm not even mad at that. I'm not even mad at that, y'all. And I will say that me thinking about quitting Kohl's, my sister said, what is it about Kohl's? Like, what do you think you owe them? I know I don't owe anybody anything, but when somebody gives me a chance and keeps giving me chances and understands what I'm dealing with, I have like a soft spot for them. Even though it may not pay the most or anything like that, that's okay for me. I don't mind that. But at the same time, it's just like, I don't know what it is about Kohl's. My sister said, what is it? I don't know. I like the people, for one. The people are cool. The job is okay, but you're not getting paid enough. And I think sometimes that's what gets me thinking negative, and plus my depression. So as I mentioned, my depression, I could talk myself out of anything. I could turn anything into a negative, and that's just part of my depression, y'all. So if you guys see me like wishy-washy, like Candace is one moment like, I like Kohl's, the next moment she doesn't like Kohl's. That's just because of my emotions and how I'm feeling, and I keep it real. If I feel wishy-washy, if I feel one way one moment and I feel the next moment something totally different or the opposite, that's okay, because I explained to you guys where I'm coming from. So, but to think that we would have had $2,000 still left over amazes me. Looking at these numbers right here and looking at only $313 left, I'm like, that is not going to cut it. But we'll figure something out, y'all. We're going to have to figure something out. I already started for August. I didn't write it down, but I already started my August here. So that's good. And all I said is for August, my focus is to take care of business. So that means like setting up my appointments for different things. I will say taking care of business will also mean cutting down my use of the credit cards. That's also taking care of business as well for me. But yeah, I mean, for the most part, once I kind of talk this over with you, I feel good. I feel good. Yes, we don't have a lot of money going into oh my goodness, we don't have a lot of money going into August. And I don't see how we can do it with only $314 basically. I just have to bring in more income. Because if I can bring in 1,500, which I know that's kind of cutting it for disability itself, for me to try to apply for disability, we may have to borrow some money somewhere. And you guys, for people that may not know, I do want to just mention this. Prior to me quitting my full-time job, for like a year and a half, I was going at it and saving. Not even a full year and a half. It was like a year. It was like 14 months. And I saved up $30,000. And this is how I'm surviving right now on the low income. I'm surviving off of that. I was like, I knew the funds would come in handy one day. I just didn't know when or how that was going to happen. I was just happy to have that money saved up. And now that I'm in this predicament that I'm in, trying to get better emotionally and mentally, I'm just trying to focus on myself and get better, okay? This money has come in handy, and I'm very, very happy for that. I have a video as to why I'm trying to apply for Social Security disability, which I will leave that up above as well. But yeah, y'all, I'm very fortunate to have the money that I had set aside. This is not even touching my 401k money, so that's good as well. So if this goes on longer, as I mentioned, sometimes I don't know how I feel about Social Security disability. I applied for it jokingly, but at the same time, I'm serious about applying for it, but I don't want to be on it forever. And I don't want to be in corporate America if I don't have to, but corporate America pays money. More money than regular retail jobs. And is that what I want? I don't think so, but if that's what's going to help me get to where I need to be, you guys, I just have to keep an open mind and know that all jobs are different. My last job, I started feeling burnt out or mentally unwell because of it back in 2018. So it's been a minute, and I was there for 9 years. So you figure the last, what was it, 19, 20, 21. So like the past 3 years, I was just pushing myself through working, taking those phone calls, going on short-term disability, going on long-term disability, taking medical leave, medical absences, and that was enough for me. But you figure starting somewhere else may not be the same. It may be different. It may be the same. Who knows? But I won't know unless I try it, right? So we'll see what the rest of the year brings. But for August, we're just going to be taking care of business. That's what we have to do. And that's what I'm going to do. Thank you guys for watching and tying in with me. I can close this up for the month of July feeling okay, that if I did not have to pay back my full-time job, that we would have still had money left over, you guys. We would have still had money left over, but that's all right. That's all right. I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.